What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers who come by to my page. It is truly, truly appreciated, right? But listen, let's get right into it. Listen, we're going to cook today. We're going to cook, all right? Because the Knicks lost to Minnesota Timberwolves 112-110, a game that they should have won. Listen, it was so many issues with this game, okay? So many issues. But first of all, let's talk about the first half, okay? They just came out sleepwalking as usual, like they did last game. Same thing. You know, they struggled. They lost both quarters. That put us behind for the half. It's just frustrating again with the Knicks, right? Just starting late. But a good thing, right? A good note. Good thing we'll say, because a lot of good points. They woke up in the second half, right? They probably listened to me because Randall and Fourier decided to have oranges and pretty much bananas, and they was ready to go. Fourier was knocking down shots. Randall started, getting busy in there, being aggressive, realizing that he has nobody checking him. So finally, they wake up, the Knicks take the lead, right? One person that struggled tonight was RJ. Even though RJ had a pretty decent stat line, he struggled with his turnovers. He had 7. But you know what? He had a tough check tonight because Anthony Edwards is the goods. Definitely. You know what I mean? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No one picking the draft. You know, he's the truth, man. He's all that. You know what I mean? So it was going to be a tough check for him tonight. So, I'm not surprised that he had an off night tonight, because he pretty much had to play both ends of the court. And it was going to be high intensity for him, because who he's guarding, who was guarding him. And, of course, as we know, Karl-Anthony Towns, come on, legit big man in this league. We knew he was going to get busy. He pretty much fouled out Big Mitch and Taj. It was a tough game, man. The refs were kind of calling like ticky-tack fouls. Listen, it was tough. Listen, you have some games like this, It happens, and, you just got to pretty much fight through it. But once again, like I said to you before, I'm a cook, okay? Because, listen, Kemba came back. He got busy. He did what he always does. He's a pro. Legit. 19 points. Solid. You're always solid. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter with Kemba. He's been out 9 games. He comes in, hits big-time threes when he needs to be. Because he's just that type of player, right? He's proven in this league. My issue, okay, on top of others, my main issue is Randall, okay? Once again, people are going to say, look at his stat line. Great stat line, fine. You better have that type of stat line. You know why? Because you're playing a whole game. You're playing almost 40 minutes. So you better have that. But the problem with him is he's like this. He's like that. He'll have moments where he's playing hard, like he wasn't a third, going strong to the hole, chirping with the other team, doing all those different things. Now you're like, okay, this is the guy that we love, blocking shots, right? Then goes missing in action in the fourth, right? And then clutch moment for him to tie up the game. He misses the free throw, the first one. Hey, boss, listen, this is why you get booed. This is why you get booed. I'm sorry. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. This is why you get booed. And then, my other issue with him is that, listen, man, I knew just based on matchups, right? It was going to be a tough night for RJ because of Edwards, right? I knew the big man was going to have a tough night with Towns. He didn't have there was nobody checking him tonight. Nobody. Who was it? Vanderbilt? I think that's the guy's name. And there was another guy coming up. I think his name was McDaniel. I'm not sure, man. I forget, man. But he should have had at least 40 tonight. That's a fact. He should have had at least 40. There was nobody checking him at all night. So I'm all the way confused as to what the issue is, man. The elite players or the good players or the great ones see someone that's checking them tonight, start looking at their chops and say, okay, it's going to be one of those nights. Because he can't guard me. So I'm going to force him to come double because I'm getting whatever I want tonight. Whatever I want. I'm going to my spots that I like to go to on the floor whenever I want and I'm getting busy. Period. But he didn't do that. I know I said he should have had 40. That's just me like pushing it. But honestly, he should have had 30 plus. That's a fact. There's no way. If he would have had 30 plus, we would have won this game tonight. This league is all about matchups, man. And you got to take advantage of your matchups. Period. End of story. You got to take advantage of that. Yeah, you facilitate. That's cool. Like, facilitating is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. He facilitated. That's why Fourier got off. He facilitated. That's why Kemba got off. Right? Cool. But then there's this thing in a game called winning time. Winning time. And in winning time, the pressure time, right? Some people's heart goes like this really, really fast. And some people's heart goes like this. That's how their heart goes. Because they know it's time to take over. And he doesn't have it, guys. He doesn't have it. I know a lot of people are going to say, okay, you look at the stat line. I know people going to, it doesn't matter about the stat line, guys. He's playing 40 plus minutes a game. He's supposed to have that. He's got all the opportunities in the world to do that. The Knicks needed a big effort for him tonight. We did. And he did it in spurts, and then he's like, sometimes, he's like lazy, sometimes he does stuff. Then, then the one foul, the guy's going up and he pushes the guy with his forearm. Like, then there was another time they came down the court. He's like complaining to the ref. The whole team is down the court already, man. It's like, come on, dude. Come on. It's like sometimes he's out to lunch. Like, I don't get it. Look, I told you we was gonna cook tonight, right? I know you feel the heat coming off the screen, okay? Because that's where I'm at tonight with this win. But in closing, okay, before I end the show, my last question: what's the deal with Tibbs and Obi, man? I hope Tibbs isn't back to being the old Tibbs, the Tibbs that got himself ran out of Chicago because there was rumors of him overworking players, overplaying every player. 40 plus minutes, all his starters. This is not the old NBA. Same Tibbs that didn't really play Jimmy Butler. Is to say, listen, this is not the old NBA. Obi has star written all over him. It oozes out of his pores, man. The potential that he has. You got to play that guy. Listen, I love Taj, Brooklyn Cat. Fort Greene. I love him. But he's got to play more than Taj. He should be coming in before Taj. Period. He should be. And if there's a big down there that Taj's supposed to guard, then Randall going to have to drop down and guard the big, and Obi going to have to guard the small forward. You got to do the matchups, man. This is all about matchups. But Obi's got to play. He's got to play. He's got to be allowed to make mistakes in the game. That's the only way he's going to get better. Just because he makes a mistake, you don't even have to yank him. He's not going to learn like that. Because we're going to need him in clutch moments. Tough game. Of course, it didn't help that we had 18 turnovers tonight. It just was a sloppy game, man. But you know what? Listen, that's what the Timberwolves do. They force turnovers. But even still with that, we still should have won. We'll be back Thursday. I'll be back also. The Knicks will be back. So my show will be back on then. But as you see, I'm extremely frustrated tonight, right? But on all, I thank you guys for coming by to my page, all right, and checking out my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Also, too, people, please hit that bell icon, all right, to get the notifications for all my new shows, all right? And as well, leave comments so we can go back and forth and debate, all right? I'm LV Live, and that's my show. I'll see you Thursday. I'm out. Peace.